Hello student, welcome in my lecture series. In last part we have discussed about the characteristics of normal probability curve. Now in this part we will discuss about the application of normal probability curve. There are various applications of normal probability curve. The first application is comparing the raw scores or comparing the scores on different tests. Now let us consider the example. Example, a student obtains 56 marks in mathematics and 67 in science. If the mean and standard deviation of scores in mathematics are 70 and 20 and for the scores in science are 60 and 15, find out in which subject, mathematics or science, he did better. Now the direct comparison of the scores obtained by the students in mathematics and science is not possible because these scores are not on same scale of measurement. In mathematics score, it is based on mathematics achievement test, and the score obtained in science is based on uh, science achievement test. That means the tools are different. So we have to convert the raw scores into Z score because Z scores are comparable scores. Now we have given that the raw score in mathematics, we denote this raw score in mathematics as x1. X1 is equal to 56 and the mean of the scores obtained in mathematics of a group is 70. So denote it as M1 is equal to 70 and standard deviation SD1 is equal to 20. Now the raw score in science. We denote the raw score in science as X2. So X2 is equal to 67 and mean of the science score is 60. That means M2 is equal to 60 and standard deviation SD2 is equal to 15. Now these raw scores are not comparable. So we have to convert the raw scores into Z scores. So Z score in mathematics, we calculate Z score in mathematics. Therefore, Z score in mathematics, we denote this score as Z1. So Z1 can be calculated by the formula x1 minus m1 upon SD1. Now putting the values in this formula, we get x1 is equal to 56 and mean is 70 upon 20, which is equal to minus 0.7 sigma. Now we calculate the Z score in science. Therefore, Z score in science, we denote the score as Z2. Z2 is equal to x2 minus m2 upon SD2. Now we will put the values in this formula. Then x2 is 67 and mean 60 divided by standard deviation 15, and which is equal to 0.47 sigma. If we compare these scores, then we can say that minus 0.7 sigma is less than 0.47 sigma. That means Z score in mathematics is less than Z score in science. Then we can conclude that the student is better in science than mathematics because his Z score in science is greater than the Z score in mathematics. Again, we will solve the second example. Let us consider the second example. Given the following data regarding two distributions. The data is as the first subject is maths or mathematics and second is physics. Mean in mathematics is 60 and standard deviation is 8. Similarly, the score obtained by the student in physics is 33 and standard deviation is 9. Mean and standard deviation of mathematics scores of this group is 60 and 8. Similarly, the mean and standard deviation of the physics score of a group is 33 and 9 respectively. Achievement score is 70 and 67. That means the student has obtained the score in mathematics is 70 and his score in physics is 67. The question is find out whether the student did better in mathematics or physics. The Z score of a student in mathematics. So Z score in maths it is denoted by say Z1 and it can be calculated by x1 minus m1 upon sd1. Now x1 means raw score of a student in mathematics and m1 means the mean of mathematics scores, standard deviation of the scores in mathematics. So Z1 is equal to x1 minus m1 divided by sd1. Now putting the values in formula, we get 70 minus 60 upon 8 and therefore Z1 is equal to 1.25 sigma. That means this Z score of a student in mathematics is 1.25 sigma. Now we will calculate the Z score in physics. So Z score in physics, we denote this score Z score in physics as Z2 and we have to use the formula for calculating Z2 as x2 minus m2 upon sd2. That means consider the second distribution of physics scores. Its mean is 33, standard deviation is 9 and the raw score obtained by the student is 67. So Z2 is equal to x2 means 67 minus 33 divided by standard deviation 9 and which is equal to 3.78 sigma. That means the Z score of a student in mathematics is 1.25 sigma and the Z score of the student in physics is 3.78 sigma. From this we can say that the 3.76 sigma is greater than 1.25 sigma. That means Z score in physics is greater than Z score in mathematics. Z score in physics is greater than the Z score in mathematics. Therefore, we can conclude that the student is better in physics than mathematics because his Z score in physics is greater than Z score in mathematics. In this way, we can compare the raw scores by using Z scores, and Z score is related to the normal probability curve. In this way, in this part, we have discussed about the use of normal probability curve for comparing the raw scores. In next part, we will discuss about the second application to determine the percentage of individuals whose, whose score lies between two given scores.